Hey there, beautiful souls. Welcome back to the Womanpreneur Blueprint podcast. I'm your host, Lori Robertson, and as always, I am so excited that you're here. Now, whether you're sipping coffee in the quiet of the morning, folding laundry while listening in, or you're sneaking in a little personal development during your lunch break, I see you. I'm so glad I can see you. Know that you're here because it's wonderful that you're showing up for yourself and your dreams. And that's something that you should be definitely proud of. So, in today's episode, we're going to talk about something I know you've probably wrestled with because every person in business has wrestled with this because I have, and people that I help coach and been in business with has also. And what it is creating content that connects without feeling salesy or fake. You know what I mean? Right? That awkward feeling when you're writing a caption or recording a reel and it just doesn't feel like you. I know. I do podcasts. So I have to go back. I said, I don't like that. So let me try something different. Or I do a video. I don't like that. Let me try something else. I don't want to be on screen because I don't want people to, that type of thing. You want to attract your dream clients, but you're tired of just posting and praying and hoping someone will reach out. If that sounds familiar, then you know what I want you to do? Take a deep breath because in today's episode, this is going to shift your whole approach. So, we're diving into how to create content with purpose, content that actually speaks to your ideal audience, builds trust, and gently leads them to work with you. Let's make your content feel like a conversation and not a pitch. Now, the first part of this I want to share is I want to do a mindset shift. I want you to shift your mindset from selling to serving. Okay? Now, a lot of the stress around creating content comes from one thing, and that is trying to sell instead of trying to serve. You go out here and every day, buy my stuff, buy my stuff, buy my stuff. Or you see people that's basically that's all they want you to do. Now it's okay when you want to do like a promotion or something like that. That's okay, but you need to mix it up because don't get me wrong, we're in business. And yes, we do need to make offers and create income, but your content should first and foremost serve. Now, if you don't have a pen and pad, stop this, go get you one. And I want you to put this in big bold letters and look at it every single day. Your content should first and foremost serve, okay? Every day, no matter what you put out. Now, I want you to think about this. When you sit down to create a post, instead of thinking, how can I sell my offer today? I want you to ask yourself this one question. How can I help her today? Or him, whoever it is that you are, whoever it is that your target market is. That question changes everything. So let me take you back to when I first started online. I remember sitting at my kitchen table, writing captions, trying to sound professional and polished, but feeling so disconnected. I was saying all the right things, but I wasn't really saying anything from the heart. And you know what? It absolutely showed. No engagement, no messages, and absolutely no clients at all. When I finally started creating content like I was writing to a friend, everything changed. I stopped trying to be perfect Lori, the entrepreneur, and just being real Lori, the woman who's been there, made mistakes, and is now a few steps ahead of the woman I want to help. Now, if you've been with me for a while, you know I've just started to share some of my story. I didn't because I was embarrassed. I felt guilty. I felt less than all of that stuff because I thought I was going to, be this millionaire, quit my job and get online, and just bam, everything would just fall into place. But it didn't happen that way. I quit my job and went back to work 3 times, right? Feeling like a failure. And I'm just sharing my story because I realized what I did could help somebody else to help them feel like that they're not alone out here. So if you've been stuck, overwhelmed, or ghosted by the algorithm, that old pesky algorithm, then this is your permission slip to take the pressure off. So we're going to take the pressure off today. And you know why? Because we're going to serve first and then the sales will follow after. Okay? Now, there are 3 types of magnetic content. So again, either write this down or I want you to save this recording and listen to these 3 types of content. Now that your heart's in the right place, right? That you're going to serve first and sell later, then let's get practical about it. So here are the three simple types of content that attract, connect, and convert without the pushy vibes. So the first one is value-based content. And this content teaches, solves problems, or gives quick wins. Okay? Teaches, solves problems, and give quick wins. Value-based content. So I want you to ask yourself these two questions. What's one small thing my ideal client is struggling with that I can help her with today? And then the next question is, what's one tip that helped me when I was in her shoes? I'm going to give you three examples. The three examples are 3 ways to show up on social when you don't feel confident. Here's a quick script to follow when you don't know what to say in your IG stories. And how about this one? Feeling stuck with content? Here's the question I always ask myself first. Now, when you offer free value consistently like this, you become a trusted voice, a trusted source. And guess what? People buy from people that they trust. So, number 2 is story-based content. Now, this is where you share your journey, experiences, and lessons. Just like I was sharing with you about having to quit my job, going back to work, quit my job, going back to work, and everything that happened in between, and the experience that I went through and the lessons that I learned. You don't have to air out all your business, right? But real stories connect deeply. Your audience wants to see your humanity, not just your highlight reel. So I'm going to give you 3 examples of story-based content that you can start with. Now, one is I remember crying after another month with no sales. That should resonate with a lot of people. How about this is what I learned after my first failed launch? Or check this one out. I used to believe I wasn't good at marketing, but here's what changed. Do you see how powerful that is? So you end your story with a lesson, an insight, or encouragement, something that makes her feel seen and empowered. And I keep saying her because this podcast is geared for women, but him or her, whoever your target market is, okay? Now, let's get to number 3, and that's belief shifting content. This one is powerful because it challenges limiting beliefs your audience may have and replaces them with possibility. So let me share 3 of them. I'm too old to start a business. You heard that before? I can't make money doing what I love. Have you heard that before? I need to be perfect before I start showing up. Have you heard that before? I know I've heard all of them. I've went through all of them. I've heard all of them. So what I want you to do is create content that lovingly flips the script. Now, here's 3 examples of how you can do that. You're not too late. You're right on time. How about, let's see, your messy story is what makes you magnetic. Or this last one. You don't need a huge following. You need a clear message. Now, that's a powerful one. Because if your message is unclear, then people get confused and they're not going to follow you. So you have to have a clear message. Now, this kind of content transforms the way your audience sees themselves. And when you do that, that's when they start to believe that working with you might just be the key to their breakthrough. See how powerful that can be? Now I'm going to share with you when you do all those things, how do you know if it's working or not? So, it may not look like it's working at first, and that's how it always does, unless you're lucky. But for the most part, us, normal people, that's not happening to us. It's not. Your post might not go viral like some people's do. You might only get 2 likes and no comments. Like I have gotten I get that now. I've been in the game for a minute and I'm thinking, oh my God, nobody's commenting on. But guess what? That doesn't mean your content is not working because it is. So this is what I want you to do because you have those looky-loos and you have people who watch your content, watch your YouTube videos, watch your reels, look at your emails, whatever you're doing. Trust me, they are looking. But this are quiet signs that you can really know that what you're doing is working and you're going to see them. Someone DMs you months later and says, I've been following you for a while. Or a woman saves your post and shares it privately with her friend. Now, that one you may not know unless they tell you, or the friend may say something, but that happens every day, all day. Or you get a client who says, I just knew you understood me, right? And you feel amazing. You're planting seeds of love, right? So keep showing up with heart, and the harvest will come. It happens all the time. Now, I want you to sit there and think about what I've shared with you so far, and I want to do a quick little recap, okay? Now, today, and we just talked about shifting your mindset from selling to serving. Okay, that's so important. So make sure you write this down. Shift your mindset from selling to serving. And then I share with you the 3 types of magnetic content that you can create today. And then I share with you how to keep going even when it feels quiet. But I want to go back and just highlight the 3 different types of content again. Okay. The first type of content is value-based content, and that teaches, solves problems, or gives you quick wins. Okay. Then number 2, story-based content. This is where you share your journey, experiences, and your lessons. And then the third one is belief shifting content. This is so powerful because it challenges limited beliefs your audience may have and replaces them with possibility. Right? Those are so powerful. Now, I want to challenge you today to create one piece of content, just one, using what you just learned. Make it from the heart. Make it for her. Make it for your target market, your ideal client. And if you do, I want you, of course, to tag me or DM me the word content, because I'd love to celebrate you and maybe even shout you out on a future episode. And if this episode has blessed you or gave you a breakthrough, take 10 seconds to share it with another woman who needs this. Review it, give me 5 stars maybe, comment, share it, give it to anybody who you know that's struggling in their business and they just need one little tweak. If you tweak your business by using these tips that I've just shared with you, you're going to see a huge, huge change in your business. You never know who you're inspiring by just showing up. So until next time, beautiful soul, I want you to stay bold. I want you to stay intentional. And I want you to keep building your womanpreneur blueprint. I love you guys. Thank you so much for taking the time out to listen to this episode. And I will see you in the next one. Bye for now.